This video is proudly sponsored by whatis.zs.com. This video is proudly sponsored by whatis.zs.com. ZS is coming soon. Okay, friends, subscribers, and all you YouTubers out there, how you all going? Yes, I'm back on that little screen again, and while I'm doing that, I thought I'd do a stream and talk about a theory, a possible theory, actually a couple of theories that I've got, and then a bit like a bit of a theory, and then another theory about a bit of a religious theory. It is. And I'm basically just trying to work out what the fuck is truly going on in our world. And really, I mean, what the fuck is going on in our world. And no one knows. None of us know what is going on. We all think we know, we all want to know, and yeah, not one of us know. We try and decipher it, we try and work it out, but no, all we can do is simply pray that we're getting it all right, that we're not deceiving ourselves with false theories and all that sort of stuff. But the point is, there's a lot of things out there that no one can explain. And the Mandela effect is the most possible thing. I watched Need Input's video today, his ranting old fart video, and like he's going through one of the stages of the Mandela effect, and that's the disillusion stage, I call it. And I've been through it, unfortunately, many times. I've been through that stage many times. And when you go through that stage, it does get a bit frustrating, and that's what puts you into it, because you're frustrated about what is going on. And it is the most freakiest thing that anybody can actually go through. But I come up with a couple of theories, and one is, I call it the West World theory, which I'm going to discuss later and everything when there's a few more people here, and I'm going to discuss a religious theory. But at the same time, I'm going to try and catch a few UFOs out there and see what happens. Unfortunately, a lot of the people in America are most probably asleep now and not up. But it's pissing down raining. I was bored shitless. I thought I'd check out the chemtrails, the amount of chemtrails out there. And as you can see, it's quite fucking bad. And you can't even tell what country's what country anymore. You can't even see what the ground fucking looks like. This is why when someone gets out there with sensitive equipment to view the stars, because like I've got a gizmo on my telescope and it's called a star sense, and what it does, it sets up the automatic aligner on the motor so that you can follow a star in the exact position, but you've got to align it to certain stars. And even when the stars are bloody bright, you can't bloody see them. Why? Because of all these fucking chemtrails in the sky. It just pisses you off to the maximum. And like, I'm looking at these clouds, I don't know whether they're clouds down there, what they are, what sort of clouds they are. Are they clouds above the clouds? And You can't fucking tell anymore with the chemtrails out there. And I think they are clouds down low, and whether they're the natural clouds or whether the ones above are the natural clouds, you cannot just fucking tell anymore. You don't truly know anymore, because the amount of shit that they're putting in the atmosphere, doesn't matter how much you look at the ground, you just can't fucking see what the shit is going on. So I thought, I'll get out and make this video and make a stream while I'm doing it, because that way if you guys want to put into the video, just jump into the chat and say something. But it's hard to actually tell, and it truly is, folks. It truly is hard to tell what the fuck is going on. We want to know what is going on. All of us want to know what is going on. The Westworld theory is one, and it's a good theory actually. It sort of there's a good possibility. It even involves the Bible and things like that. And it's an unusual time for me to stream, I know, because most people are just getting home from work in Australia. Most of the poor Yanks are at home in bed going out like a light, and not getting notified of the stream. And so yeah, it's just slow process with everything that you've got to go through, and what is what out there, and why is what is the way to talk about it. It's sort of, because no one can fucking tell. They really can't. You simply go through all this, you look at the evidence that you've got, and you try and come up with a theory of what's causing it, or what it is, why it is, and how it's happening. And this is all you really can do with the Mandela effect. We, like us, the victims, we know it's real. We see ourselves jumping from reality to reality, and yes, I know there is a black screen up there. I'll put the calculator up for you guys so that you actually know that it is actually working. And so I'll stick my calculator up in the corner, just so you guys know that I am actually broadcasting something. When it does go black screen, they must have seen something, so they blacked out the screen for a second. And I just wish that was over Australia. That's actually pretty clear ground. If anybody knows where that is, please tell me. If you recognise any of those lakes, and because that facility of where the space shuttle is anymore is not available with this page any longer, so I don't know. I know there are other sites that shows you exactly where the space shuttle is at the moment. And space station, there's no shuttle anymore. And so I've been trying to work out different theories and everything like that. But I've been looking. The big thing that I've been looking at was the religious side of things. Okay, well, we've got the new heaven and the new earth, right? There's definitely, for us, it's a new heaven. And it's definitely a new earth, because this earth doesn't match our original earth. Deserts are in the wrong place, countries are out of alignment, harbours are different, lakes are different, mountains are not there, mountains are there, and so you don't know. So, okay, and it says in the Bible, there'll be earthquakes in diverse places, and guess what? There's fucking earthquakes everywhere. The ground will move, the earth will shake, place after place, natural disaster after natural disaster. It sounds like the book of Revelation is coming to pass, because that's all happening now. Then all of a sudden we get ripped from our home 3 years ago. And it's just over 3 years that I was ripped from my home, and some of you are only recent shifters, and some of you claim to be older, and I'm not going to dispute that. And but the thing is, we know we are shifting. We know we are going to different realities time and time again. Why is it happening? I don't know. Is it part of God's plan? I don't know. And I will tell you that in every video. I do not know what is causing it. I want to know. And if you find out, please come along and tell me. Because I'd love to fucking know what is causing this. Why I can't go and see my children. Why I can't just go home and give them a ring and say, "G'day guys, how are you? What are you up to? What have you been doing?" And it's hard. You get people, oh man, you're just misremembering. Well, you can't misremember your fucking children. You know they existed. They were there. And then you go to another reality and then all of a sudden you've got extra children, or you've got less fucking children. Or your family is different. And like as Need Input said, now, Blaze, I'm going to address you just for a second. Blaze, dude, look, just don't panic, mate. Either you have shifted into another reality where they are just at that stage where they've had enough of all the different versions of yourself, because you've got to remember there's other versions of yourself, Blaze, that have been through this particular reality, because we are shifting on a regular basis. Some people shift more often than others. Some people don't shift as often as others. There's no thing. This is why I've always thought that there's an alien connection in it, and other beards have thought this same connection. But again, yeah, it could be biblical, but it's not spiritual. Like, we haven't spiritually jumped from body to body. I know I'm still in the same body. I've still got the same eyes, the same knee. My heart is in the same spot and place. It's everybody else. The people from this reality, their hearts are in a different spot to ours. My heart still beats where it's always beat. And to me, yeah, I know my kidneys are still down low, because when I get kicked not kicked in the nuts or hurt myself and bump me nuts, yeah, I get a massive pain lower back. I know exactly where my kidneys are. And any man, you want to know where your kidneys are, guys, just squeeze your fucking balls. And you'll find out where your kidneys are real quick. Harder for women to find out, but men can do it fairly bloody easy. And it's sort of, you've just got to ask yourself, with everything that is truly going on, what is causing it? So you've got to think of all these little theories. Is it the end of days? There's a great possibility, and and I'm going to bluntly say it, there is an extremely great possibility that we are currently facing judgment, and this is how we face judgment. We could be put through these trials, because we're told that we'll be put through trials. Tribulation. This could be the Great Tribulation. We don't fucking know. But all we do know, all the Mandela affected, right? And